Is JB Weld SteelStik really the miracle patching compound they claim? I say let's put it to the test. After mixing, JB Weld SteelStik is an industrial strength polymer compound that can be molded into shapes of any type. It is a repair compound. It sets in 3 to 5 minutes and full strength in 60 minutes. It can be drilled, tapped, machined, ground, filled, painted, cures to a dark gray. It's rated for 4,000 PSI and can withstand temperatures up to 350 degrees. That's what the manufacturer claims. Let's test it out. JB Weld, not sponsored, but hey, you know where to find me. In this video, I had two main ideas. Let's test some repair mending brackets and let's test some chain strength. Now, if you never mixed JB Weld up before, it is a super easy process. It comes in this tube, so if you only use half of the product, you can save it for later. It's a 2-pound compound epoxy. You see the light color and the dark color. Okay, you're gonna knead this product together. In this case, we're gonna use the whole thing just to make sure I have enough product. Now you see I'm wearing gloves. You don't really want to get it on your skin. This is pretty strong chemical. You see the different color variations. That means you have not mixed it evenly and consistent enough. You want to keep mixing until the color is consistent through the whole product. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. In real time, that was about 1 minute. You can see now the color is quite consistent and you're ready to go onto your repair. You do want to work fast. You have set time in 5 minutes and full cure strength in 1 hour. Let's do a rapid repair of this steel bracket. The manufacturer claims that there are real steel fibers in this product. Some people use the term cold weld. And on this one, I've done this similar before, this repair. I'm not going to look for beauty. I'm going to look for only strength. I'm not going to grind it down to a smooth finish at all. It's always funny working with this putty to believe it's going to be as hard as steel in just 5 minutes. Okay, it's been just over an hour, so let's check the strength of this. Let's do the control piece first. Angle iron, control test strength. I weigh 200 pounds. The editor can tell you what that is in kilograms. Okay, my foot was about a centimeter from the edge. The bracket did bend and deflect slightly. So now let's test the repair one and see if it's just as strong. Okay, that's my full strength. That's 200 pounds. I can't believe it actually held up to that amount of weight. I think I was standing in the same spot as the control piece. You can play back the video and check it for yourself. That's pretty strong stuff. Hey, I just remembered on Mythbusters, when something passed and seemed plausible, they would always go to the extreme to see where it will fail. So I have a mallet here. Let's see what will happen. Holy crap. Look at that result. Do you see what's happening here? The bracket failed, the steel bracket failed, but the repair mend held up. That is an incredible result. I did not expect that. Have you ever heard that expression that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I had an idea. What if we make a chain link out of SteelStik and see how many pounds it'll hold? Now again, you can keep this in your toolbox because if you don't use the whole product, it stores well in here. And there's an airtight lid so you can save it for later. But we're going to mix up a whole roll again and attempt this repair. Okay, with the product consistent color now, we know the two-part compounds are mixed evenly and a chemical reaction starts, and it actually generates heat as a byproduct as it's curing. So let's make a snake shape and then let's form it into a link in a chain and see if we can get that to work. Now I am going to make it thicker than the steel chain on purpose. I want to give it its absolute best chance of working. Okay, chain link repaired with JB Weld SteelStik. Now in the real world, I think I would use a lot more product and put the chains much closer together. This is just a test. Let me give it a little gentle tug before I trust it. All right, so far so good. Let's put a little more weight on it. All right, I'm going to pull it down and see what happens. All right. So the first test was successful. The second test failed. That doesn't surprise me. I think it was just too thin. It is a pretty amazing mending product, but we probably should have bonded the links together, something like this, much tighter, and then do a full wrap with the product, something like that. I do think we've learned something. This explains the differences in the result, the past successful and the fail. The amount of product used. This was an entire tube of product used, or about 7 $8 a tube, something like that. This was the entire product, and that mass of steel repair is so strong and tight. However, here we just used a flimsy little amount so it looked good in the thumbnail and it mimicked the link of a chain, but that was not near enough product. That was way too thin and flimsy. Let me know if you've used this product before. Do you like it? Do you trust it?